New York, I think they did a great job of punching first. When you're in a series like this and we just had a game with them, I think, you want to come out and make a statement. They did a good job of making a statement. But the playoffs is a series for a reason. So we got to go back to the drawing board, figure out how we're going to handle their physicality, because I think that was the biggest thing that they changed up. They were super physical and we didn't handle it well. But we'll go back to the drawing board and figure it out, and we'll be ready for game two.
Coach, just a couple things if I could. First, in terms of Tina,
Yeah.
she played every second in the first half.
Yep.
Obviously was setting the tone early. Take me through your thoughts about her, both the first half and then also it seemed like fairly limited in the second half.
Yeah, the first half, she was the one who was getting us good looks on the offensive end, and we always have to have a presence in the post to keep people honest. So wanted to keep her in just because of that, and she has the most experience on our team in terms of being in this environment, and so you always need somebody who can be a calming force out there for your team. And I thought keeping her out there was really important. And once the game ballooned to 20, I decided to make a decision because we have another game.
And then just the other part is Ryan had, it seemed like some adjustments, obviously a slow start in this one. I know she scored 36 in the playoff opener last year. So what was different about this one and what were you guys able to do to get her more involved second half?
Their physicality, I think, really bothered us as a whole. It dictated what we did. Obviously, on the defensive end too. So they were able to get out in transition and get some easy opportunities and easy looks. So I think their physicality really bothered us. We have to make that adjustment and understand it is playoff basketball, and to expect it to be like this.
You had mentioned before the game how much you like Leonie Phoebus's game. Just
Yeah.
wondering what the plan was for her coming into tonight and just what she did that gave you guys so many problems.
I thought she did a really good job of shooting the ball. She shot the ball really well. A lot of those opportunities came in transition and came from us being in scramble mode, because we didn't do a great job of keeping people in front of us, so they were able to move the ball well, which is exactly what New York does. So we have to do a better job of keeping our pressure on them, understanding that we have to return the physicality, the same physicality that they gave to us. We have to be able to give to them to slow that down.
Just defensively then, I mean, what did she bring to New York's lineup? Is that some of the added physicality that you're talking about too?
Oh,
or was it
100%. Her length, her physicality, her ability to be able to blow things up and stay in the play so you can't run things smoothly. I thought that was all things that she brought in the starting lineup. That's it.
Just to touch on being able to get Azurnia Carlu her first playoff minutes, what
Mhm.
that meant and, how significant it was to be able to share that moment with her, be able to send her into a playoff game.
She's been in this type of environment. She played on the Nigerian national team for the Olympics, so she's been in this type of environment before. It's just on a different stage.
Coach, Nas, she was that the same situation as Tina? I mean, she had a great first half. She had a lot of minutes, and she had like 4 minutes in the second half. Did you pull her because of it being down 20?
Well, I mean, I pretty much pulled everybody. I pulled everybody in that second half. In the first half, we went with our starters and how they were playing and how we needed to play. But I pretty much pulled everybody in the second half.
Hi, Coach. So pregame, we were talking a lot about how important three-pointers were going to be.
Yep.
And they weren't shooting great, a little bit under 20% from the three. You're talking about the physicality. What's going to be kind of going into Tuesday's game? Was it going to be more focused on, wanting to get those shots off or more just going against the strong defense and the
You're
physicality?
saying in terms of us?
Yes.
Yeah, before we can get to shots and different things like that, I think it has to be our mindset has to change in terms of what to expect. You know what I mean? Going into a playoff games. When you're not able to run your things smoothly, it affects how many shots you're going to be able to get off or the kind of shots that you're going to get off. Like today, we got held the ball a lot and didn't get shots off until 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A lot of bombs and stuff like that. So I think part of that is our pace. We have to do a much better job in the half court with our pace, getting to spots, running off things hard, and different things like that. But kudos to New York; they did a good job.
Hey, coach. It seems like you guys had an easier time slowing down Sabrina in the last game than you guys did tonight. Do you have anything that you're planning to change to slow her down again in the next game?
Yeah, we just got to do a better job of pressuring, getting up and making her play 90 feet. Like we can do that. I think we have the personnel to be able to do that. And so we have to the same way that they did to Jordan from the start of the game, they guarded her at 90 feet. We have to do the same thing. Good.
We're going to go one to Zoom. Megan, go ahead.
Yeah, hey coach. You always talk about with us the little things with the team and things like that. And it felt like today the little things kind of stacked up. Did you talk about that with the team in the post game, or I'm just curious about your thoughts there?
I mean, that was something that we talked pregame about. The being able to do the little things and execute the little things. You know, when you're in a playoff game, it's all about being intentional, and you have to focus on and hone in on the details of things. And so it's something that we'll reiterate. And I think, you know, if we can do that, we don't have any doubt that we can come out with a win on Tuesday. But we gotta definitely clean those things up. But we're still a confident bunch. We're still positive. They punched us in the mouth. That's exactly what they were supposed to do. They're in their home. They're supposed to come out like that. Now we have to learn how to respond to it. Got it?
Thanks, coach.
Welcome.
Hi, Tina. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you both. One for each of you, if I could. Tina, just take me through how much you felt the need to set the tone early in this one. And Tanisha talked about the fact that, you know, you were bringing, you know, the energy and getting those open looks early on for this team.
Just for me personally, you know, this isn't my first rodeo. I understand playoff basketball. I understand the mindset that you have to have coming in. Just have to take it to them. Just have to be aggressive. Um, you know, I've been doing this for the last 13 to 15 years. So for me, I just try to keep it as all right. This is another game, but I just have to be locked in, get to my spots, and just be confident when I'm getting the shots up. I think my teammates did a great job finding me, so that helped as well. And just have to just keep that mentality and God willing, it's a snowball effect for the rest of these guys. Just how you have to come in.
And Ryan, for you, the second half obviously was an opportunity to get more of the shots you were looking for. You know, what adjustment did you personally make? What did you guys make schematically that allowed you to do that?
We just started spacing them out a little bit more, using the full extents of the court to try to create, easier looks. And, that's what helped my success a little bit.
Hey, Tina. So coach just talked to us about how you are one of the most experienced players of the team in terms of the playoffs. You just spoke on it right now, and the team doesn't have some of the experiences that you have. So what are those conversations like, especially after a game like this, so the team doesn't get down and you guys can try to prevail in this series?
Just the importance of having toughness. I personally knew that the team that we just saw the last end of the regular season was not going to be the same Liberty coming in. They were just in the finals. They've been speaking to wanting to get into a championship. So that's just their mindset. They have players that have been there, players that are seeking their first. So I knew it was going to be a hard physical game. And for me, it's just about the character of us. It's not about the score. It's not about how many points each teammate of mine has. It's just about the toughness and the grit that we have and the aggression that we have. But they're the number one team for a reason. And they punched us and we have to adjust. And that's the beauty of it. It's a playoff, it's a series. So just have to stay confident and not just let this one knock us down.
Hello, all. Thanks for taking the time. Sorry it didn't go your way today. Tina, I'll go with you for this question, someone who's well-versed in the Liberty's affairs. From an opponent's perspective, what changes when Leonie Phoebus is in the starting lineup and you have to deal with those two-way antics from the get-go rather than coming off the bench in the middle of the game?
Yeah, she's she has a lot of confidence for being, is this her rookie year? Yeah, a great confidence, but I think that comes from playing international basketball, being on bigger and larger scenes. She's very poised, straight into her shot. I think she was 4 for 4 with her threes. They were looking for her. And once you see the ball go in, you just get great confidence. And I think this team with Liberty has given her great confidence in her role, regardless if she's starting or coming off the bench. And that's what you want in a player at this time of the year.
Tina and Ryan, this is for both. Tina, you played every minute of the first half and only 4 in the second half. Tanisha said, you guys were down by 20. She kind of folded the tents and said, that's it. Ryan, you had 10 minutes in the second half and led the team in minutes. I just want your comments on, it's got to be tough to fold like that and say the game's over. How do you feel about that?
I was thankful for my teammates who were able to play and experience their first playoff. I don't think for some of them their first, but to just have the longevity of the minutes. I thought LA played great, gave us great boost, great energy, and I think it was great for Tanisha and the coaching staff to see. I thought the second unit did great. Ezzy coming in, it's her first year. We just got her like 3-4 days ago. So as you can see it as why would you do this? I think there's always good that comes out of it, and it allowed the entire team to play, get the experience, get the feel, because you just never know what can happen game 2.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.